CB Cotton joins us outside the jail in Spanish Fork, Utah, where the suspect is being held. Kai, CB.
Hey, Brian. Yeah, the next major development in this case, formal charges to be filed against Tyler Robinson, who, yes, is being held here at the Utah County Jail without bail after a 33-hour manhunt. So according to a probable cause affidavit, Utah authorities have recommended charging him with several state charges to include aggravated murder. Investigators have also recommended charging him with felony discharge of a firearm causing seriously bodily injury and obstruction of justice, capital first-degree felony conduct. Fox has also learned there are active discussions within the Justice Department to bring a federal charge or charges, and that the federal death penalty is in play under U.S. Attorney General Pam Bondi. Utah's governor explaining yesterday there were major clues connecting Robinson to the crime.
I believe that the round has been recovered, and so that evidence has been taken back to Quantico to be processed. This is someone who hated Charlie Kirk and hated his message and hated what he was doing, and decided to use political violence to end his life.
We know this case far from over. Yesterday, the police were seen outside the home of Robinson's parents in southern Utah, gathering around a large truck, wearing gloves, taking and reviewing images. And the gray Dodge Challenger, believed to be owned by the shooter, was also towed away. Police said this is the car that was spotted on campus surveillance video hours before the shooting. And neighbors are also reacting to the news that Robinson's family helped turn him in.
That had to be an unbelievable decision, and I should hope that all of us parents would do the same. I'm not shocked. I am not shocked. This is how things are now. It's everybody's neighborhood, it's everybody's town, it's everybody's state.
Jeff Gray, the Utah County attorney, has said formal charges will be filed against Robinson this upcoming Tuesday. That's when the 22-year-old will make his first court appearance, and it will be a virtual hearing. Rachel, Kevin, Brian, back to you three.
CB, they keep saying that notice there's no violence. No one's blowing up cars. There's no protests in the streets. Is that what you've noticed? I mean, in the surrounding area, from covering this, do you see any protests?
It's just a somber tone. It's just a somber tone. There is no violence in response to Charlie Kirk's death. And I think that really sends a strong message to the nation about where we are at right now and how both sides choose to handle the political discourse. People are very upset. They're somber, but I've not seen any messages encouraging anyone to go out there and seek revenge for Charlie Kirk. In fact, what I am seeing is people wanting to double down with the message that he engaged in, peaceful political discourse.
Absolutely. CB, we'll check in with you again. Thank you.
Thanks, CB.
Thanks, CB.
I was glad he made that point yesterday, in particular because we've seen this play out in our country, unfortunately, when there have been other deaths. Sometimes something will happen, and immediately you'll see massive protests, looting, fires, people...
On one side.
Generally, it's on one side. And the fact is, a credit to the great folks over in the state of Utah. I also was touched because...
Maybe a credit to conservatives.
Indeed, indeed. And I was really touched when he said, listen, we didn't want it to be one of us. We didn't want it to be somebody from our great state. I know the Beehive State pretty well, being a Colorado kid, but I was really heartened to see how the community writ large was prayerful, they were calm, and everyone seemed resolute that this eventually would come to an end, and thank God they caught this guy.
Yeah, well, the governor of Utah said that he was absolutely certain this was a lone person. I don't know how he can be so certain. Frankly, I don't even know how the FBI can be so certain right now. And whenever they come out very early and say they're certain that there's no one else behind it, that always makes me a little suspicious.
Yeah.
But he did also point the finger at social media, which is a fair place to land. Listen.
I absolutely believe that this is a watershed in American history, yes. The question is what kind of watershed? And that chapter remains to be written. Is this the end of a dark chapter in our history or the beginning of a darker chapter in our history? We are not wired as human beings biologically historically, we have not evolved in a way that we are capable of processing those types of violent imagery. And by the way, we've seen another one with a gruesome stabbing very recently that went viral. This is not good for us. It is not good to consume. Social media is a cancer on our society right now. And I would encourage, again, I would encourage people to log off, turn off, touch grass, hug a family member, go out and do good in your community.
And I appreciate those comments, right? And obviously, he's becoming a national figure because what he's doing instinctively to send that message out. I got it. But you know what? I want to hear more from the FBI. I want to know more about this background.
Me too.
I don't want to wait 3 weeks to hear about the roommate. I want to hear, as you get it, let us know.
That's right.
And I know you can't get all the answers. That's part of the word investigation. But it's just to stop the crazy theories and just work the case. Work the case with an open mind, and this way people could understand no one's hiding it from me, because there seems to be so much distrust in this country about everything, in our past, in our present, and now this.
Because there's still a lot of answers.
There's still a ton of questions.
There's still a ton of questions about the assassination attempts on President Trump.
Crooks, that's right.
Still don't know what happened. And so,
Butler.
Listen, I think this healthy skepticism that you feel here on the couch is being felt all the way across America, especially among conservatives who, they understand Kash Patel, Dan Bongino have taken control of the FBI. But I don't think anyone could clean out that disaster that quick. I think there's a lot of questions, and the credibility of the FBI is on the line in this case.
Would you guys also back me up that if there's any two people whose words you can trust every syllable and contraction,
Kash and Dan,
it is Kash and Dan. So they'll tell you they don't know, and if they're having problems inside the organization, I think they'll tell us that too.
I think they should tell us that.
Yeah, transparency.
Don't act like you're in control if you're actually not.
The New York Times said yesterday that Kash Patel kept calling out to Utah to say, send me a picture of what you have, and they didn't for 10 hours. Can you imagine them doing it to Robert Mueller?
No, of course not.
Come on.
Of course not.
I'm Steve Doocy.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.